Okay, we're live. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome to the Man United versus Crystal Palace watch along. Apologies, I literally just managed to get the stream up before kickoff. Not ideal, but here we are. So, the team news for anyone who has missed it, of course, it is on my right hand side. It's Onana, it's Delo, it's Varane and Lindelof, Amrabat, midfield 3, Bruno, Casemiro and Mount, and a forward 3 of Pellistri, Rashford and Rasmus Hojlund. Can see Stephanie's in the chat. Good to see you, Stephanie. And we're just kicking off right now, guys. So looking forward to this one. Hopefully going to be a good win for Manchester United. Let me get the poll in. A little bit all over the place, but had some technical issues as well. Let me just quickly get the poll up as well. And United kicking off this one, of course. Here we go. There we go. So the ball is currently with Victor Lindelof, just playing it out from the back. United kicking left to right. Not really too much in the first 20 seconds or so. So I don't mind too much. Just quickly sticking the poll up as well for you guys, of course. Let me just do that as well. Now let's hope that everything's running smoothly. I think it is. Everything looks to be all good. Don't think we're... Am I lagging at all? Think we're good. I think it might have lagged a little bit just when I was adding the poll in there, but it looks to be okay now. But let me know how that one's going for you guys, of course. Can't really see it too much in front of me, but I actually can see it now. I can see it now. It's all good. So yeah, United kicking off left to right here. Not really too much in the first minute or so, just United testing the waters in this one, not really going all out just yet, as we would expect, to be fair, of course. And yeah, look, we're just going to try ease ourselves in. Stephanie's in the chat, of course. Bruno and Rashford back. That's probably some of the big talking points. Now, of course, we played really well at the weekend. Sorry, midweek. But I do think that we were always going to make these changes up. We were always going to bring the likes of Marcus Rashford back into the team, always bringing the likes of Bruno Fernandes as well. I think everything's all good with this stream, but let me know, guys, because it's telling me that it's not receiving a strong enough signal. If I'm lagging, guys, let me know down below. Hopefully I'm looking okay. It might just be a YouTube problem, that one. But yeah, let me just load this up in front of me as well. So how do we feel about today's match? I think this has to be a win, guys. Really, anything less than a win will be very, very disappointing for Manchester United in this one. Stephanie, of course, saying the early goal, very important. Absolutely. Scoring first, scoring early just settles you down. It opens the match up. It really does do a lot of good for Manchester United, and I think we need that as well, guys. We definitely do. You guys are looking confident on the poll. A lot of people going for the United win. Thanks very much for that one, Stephanie, letting me know that we're not lagging. I'm just trying to get my VPN thing to work here as well, just so everything is running nice and smooth. Looks to be all good in this one. So yeah, look, not looking too bad so far from Manchester United. But yeah, obviously we want to get that early goal. We want to get scoring early. Drop a like in the video, guys. We're up to 6 likes as well, so big ups. Thank you on that there one. Poor decision there from Rashford. Again, might I add, again, but this is kind of where we find ourselves. With Marcus Rashford, I feel like this is an ongoing problem with the guy as well. And for a long time, you know, he has been making poor decisions on the pitch, and it does hinder us. There's no doubt in my mind about it. It does hinder United moving forward, but hopefully it's not going to be too much of an issue. Hopefully we can get ourselves to, and the early goal, hopefully within the first 20 minutes or so. I think that has to be the goal for this match. Score within the first 20-30 minutes. It opens things up. It just makes it a lot easier to deal with if you're Manchester United. If you're Erik Ten Hag, I'm sure he'll be telling the players the exact same thing as well. Just get that early goal. That's going to be so crucial as well. And hopefully we can do it. Hopefully we can. I think everything's all good with the YouTube thing as well. It's saying that stream is healthy now, and now it's telling me that there's an error, so I will have to keep an eye out for that one, of course. Hopefully no issue as well with that there one. Hopefully it'll just resolve itself as normal. But yeah, Karina's down there. What I think the score is going to be, I'm going to go for a 2-0 win. Maybe not as flashy as midweek, maybe not as high scoring. I would like to say like 5 or 6, but it's probably not going to happen with Manchester United at the moment. But I think we can win this match fairly comfortably, in my opinion. I would be surprised if we don't. That has to be said as well. I would be really surprised if Manchester United do not win that match. Let me just quickly load this up as well. I think my feed has just dropped off. The joys of 3 p.m. kickoffs. Honestly, guys, I don't know why these are not just shown live on TV as stuff as well, because we already pay so much just for Sky and BT, so like to not show the 3 o'clock kickoffs, it's frustrating. Karina's down there as well. Stephanie's going for the 3-0 win. Good to see you guys back on the channel, of course. And look, guys, I'm looking forward to this one. Like I have to say, I think we played really well midweek, and if we can match that performance today, then I think we'll be in a really good place for it as well. What players I think will score today? I'm backing Rasmus Hojlund. I think Hojlund's going to get the first goal at Old Trafford today in his Manchester United career. That would be my number 1 goal scorer. I would love to see Mount get a goal as well. Drop a like on the video, guys. Make sure everything is running good. I think everything seems to be okay in that regard, so I'm pretty happy with that one, of course. But yeah, look, United holding the ball, Crystal Palace sitting deep. It's kind of the patterns of play which we would expect to see in this one so far. I think we definitely do expect to dominate the ball. Let's see, Stephanie saying Hojlund, Casemiro and Mount for the goal scorers. Loving that one. Another goal from Casemiro would put him up to 5 already this year. Nice switch by Rashford to find Delo. Now Delo with the cross into the box. Just a little bit too high for Rasmus Hojlund, who might have just got clipped there as well by Sam Johnson. Not 100% sure what's happened there, but nice play by Manchester United. Nice little move there. Stefan Amrabat going in. Definitely with a handball as well. Definitely a handball against Stefan Amrabat in that one. But yeah, guys, looking forward to this one. Erik Ten Hag complaining about the time wasting already. Hopefully it's not going to be one of those frustrating days. Amrabat and Casemiro double team the Palace man there, and they're winning the ball. I think Stefan Amrabat playing out from the back, really good there as well. Happy with that level of performance from him, of course. I have to say, guys, I'm really impressed with Amrabat so much. The guys demanding the ball at left back, and Andre Onana, Victor Lindelof, Varane, they're all happy to find him as well. If he wants it, they're going to give him it. So hopefully that's going to help us play out from the back, and that could be something that I think Erik Ten Hag's really happy with as well. Honestly, it's a good thing we got Stefan Amrabat. I think all things considered, the injury crisis at the moment, 3 left backs in the team and 3 left backs injured. I think that's definitely a pretty new one as well. I don't know what is all the left backs. Rashford's into the box now. Well defended there by Crystal Palace, but he did get his head up there, to be fair, and that's something we want to see. Mount goes in with the tackle as well. Good to see Mount back on the pitch for Manchester United. Hopefully Mount's going to have another good performance. I thought he was good midweek. I would like to see more of Mason Mount. Hojlund just caught one on the head there a couple of moments ago from Sam Johnson. Thankfully he's back on the pitch and looking no worse for wear either. So United, it's not been too bad in the first 10 minutes. Wouldn't mind some more clear goal scoring opportunities. I think that would really help ease us into this match. Get some opportunities, get some chances. I don't think Palace are that great. I really don't. So I think we can win this one. I think we should be winning this one. But let me know your thoughts down below, guys. We got 10 votes on the poll. 100% of people going for the Manchester United win in today's match. We're feeling confident. Of course, earlier today, Brighton took a real hammering against Aston Villa. It's an interesting one. A lot of people, of course, looking to Zerbi at one point for Manchester United. But yeah, look, I'm happy with Erik Ten Hag's team. Absolutely. Drop a like on the video, guys. Can we get up to 10 likes on this one? Would be massively appreciated. But yeah, guys, what are we making of this performance so far? Stephanie says, let's hope Rashi doesn't have this desperate shoot on side head on today. He might do. I was looking at the stats as well. Marcus Rashford is having more shots per game this season than he ever has before. And I'm wondering if that is an instruction, if this is something he's doing himself. I'm not quite sure what to make of that. Obviously, a lot of shots and a lot of attempts from Rashford, and that's where a lot of these selfishness accusations and comments are really coming from as well. So hopefully he will shape up. Hopefully he will start looking for the passes. He did have a deflected one across there. Stephanie says, thriller at the Villa for good afternoon. Absolutely, that will be a good one for Match of the Day later on tonight. Looking forward to it. Casemiro has picked up a yellow card. I think this is something we need to avoid, guys. You know, Casemiro suspensions, it's just not going to help us out at all. If we have to move Amrabat from that left back position into midfield, I don't know who's going to play left back. Probably Victor Lindelof or Johnny Evans. So that's something we want to avoid. Opportunity for Palace now to have a go at Manchester United from this free kick, of course. Lifted into the box. We should be dealing with it. Not a lot of pace on that ball. Amrabat hooks it clear, but only as far as Will Hughes. So not quite clear from danger yet. Amrabat goes in again. Good ball in there. Really good opportunity that for Crystal Palace. That was dangerous. Really good ball into the box. Who's the ref? Can't quite see, Stephanie. I think it might be Anthony Taylor. I will find out though. Hopefully, if if it shows the referee, it's not. Actually, it's not Anthony Taylor. The referee's got hair. So I'm not quite sure who the referee is. Let me just quickly have a look. Good ball over the top for Hojlund. Can he take it down? He can. Hojlund into the box and off the line. Oh, I thought that was it. Really good from Hojlund there. Chipped the goalkeeper, but cleared off the goal line. The defender for Palace is covered in the white paint. Really unlucky there from Rasmus Hojlund. Did everything right. And another day, that's a goal. I think it would have been brilliant for him to score his first at Old Trafford. But unlucky there from Hojlund. That's exactly what we want to see. The pace, the power, the strength, and the finish as well. So unlucky there from Hojlund. Ball going backwards now as well. Onana on the halfway line, of course. Let me just double check the referee for you, Stephanie, as well. I'll get that up. I think it should say on Google. Let me check. Should say on Google here. The referee is Andy Madley, for anybody interesting as well. Andy Madley is the referee for this match, of course. So I'm not too familiar with him. Not overly. Well, it might be Andy. I'm not quite sure the way it works out because it's kind of like one above and one beyond the United fixture. So it's either Chris Kavanagh or Andy Madley. I can't quite make it out just yet. It might be Chris Kavanagh. I feel like he makes quite a few mistakes as well, all things considered. But United coming forward again. Nice chest in there. Ball goes out to Rashford. And Rashford into the box. Dribbles through. Tries to have a shot. Really unlucky there as well. Not quite sure what's happening in the City match because I got a lot of notifications come through there. It said 1-0 Wolves and then it corrected itself, and then it said 1-0 Wolves again and then it's corrected itself. So let me pull up the City match. Of course, point of interest. But look, guys, that kind of sums up Marcus Rashford there away 5 defenders, and he just drove into the middle of them. Now, look, he kept the ball, but that's not what he wants. And from him, Vera says Palace looking better. They definitely are. Good corner in there as well. Rafa Varane appealing for a flick on from the Palace defender, and unfortunately, the referee gives nothing. Yeah, United do need to wake up, absolutely, Vera. Let me check the Premier League scores as well for today. I want to see what's happening in this City match because I'm not quite sure what is going on. But really unlucky there from Hojlund. Didn't quite get enough contact on it, but it was going in. Luke says my birthday today. Burton versus Northampton Town play on the 11th. 2 tickets. Hopefully you get in it. Hopefully you get your tickets sorted as well if you haven't already, Luke. Let me check Stephanie as well. No, Wolves are beating Man City. That is confirmed. So Ruben Diaz own goal in that one, and that's definitely a surprise for the books as well. I think I might have seen Burnley beating Newcastle, which is another interesting scoreline so far. No, Newcastle are beating Burnley. Apologies for that one, guys. For anybody watching back as well, I just got the notifications through all at once. Hard to keep track of it as well. But look, not too much in this United match so far. United with all of the possession, 86%, 4 attempts as well. Not looking too bad from Manchester United, but getting that goal, I think, is going to be the big thing in this one. That's what we want to see, for sure. Stephanie saying Pep. Honestly, I feel like Wolves have a pretty decent record against Man City for whatever reason. They do seem to do well against City. I swear they beat them, maybe not last season, but the year before. And I definitely remember Adama Traore having a lot of fun at the Etihad in one match as well. I think they're kind of well suited to play against City. They just want to sit back and counter and hit them with pace and stuff. So that definitely works there as well. Drop a like on the video, guys. We're up to 8 likes. Can we get up to 10? That would be really appreciated. Casemiro with the foot in there. United trying to press Palace from the front. Have kind of won the ball, kind of not. And it looks like Mason Mount should get that ball. Amrabat out to Dalot and then back to Mount. And that was good. That's what Ten Hag wants to see from his team, is that pressing and winning the ball back from losing possession. That's going to help us a lot if we can do that on a more consistent basis. Of course it will. United give little give and go between Dalot and Pellistri. Pellistri now driving into the box. Good ball in there. Hojlund just couldn't reach it either. But good start by United. It is starting to liven up. We're starting to find some spaces out there. Palace won a free kick, and they're just going to try slow down the tempo of this one for sure. That's got to be their plan. Mason Mount's having a good game in this one, I feel. Bruno looking good as well. 1-0 to Arsenal as well in that match. Bukayo Saka with the goal for them, of course. Now United taking it away. It's Hojlund with the shot, and Hojlund shot goes over the bar as well. So we're having a go at it here. We're winning the ball high up the pitch. We really are, and I think that's good, and that's something we want to see. Mount looking good in this one. Very happy with that. Hojlund looking dangerous up front. Very, very wet at Old Trafford. Not a day to be a goalkeeper. Hopefully, Andre Onana has managed to get some super glue on his gloves for this one, just in case. I think maybe it's going to be necessary. But yeah, look, not a bad start from United, but we could do with that goal. Around 20 minutes played so far, guys. Just coming up to that marker as well. Hopefully, we can start to turn a screw in this one. Rashford has gone down under a heavy tackle as well. And he stayed down as well, holding his head. Hopefully, it's nothing too serious for Marcus Rashford. But yeah, look, it's not been too bad so far, guys, from Manchester United. I feel like we've been doing well enough. In the first 18, 19 minutes, Rashford slowly getting up as well. It was kind of a 50-50. The Palace player just kind of came through the back of him a little bit. It might be a free kick to United. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but decent start so far. No goals as of yet. Kind of a similar feel to the match midweek. Obviously, United got the goal what, about 27, 28 minutes in. So hopefully if we can get a goal in the next 10, it can set us up for a good end to the half and a good second half. Rashford with just knocking the ball out. Stephanie says, would have preferred Garnacho over Rashford, but just trying to make him score. If you know, you know. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a confidence thing for sure. But yeah, ball out here. Onana goal kick. United should hopefully just play the ball up through the third. I think it's interesting to watch how much we're building up through Amrabat. I think it's definitely an interesting point. Even Casemiro isn't really dropping between the centre backs, and that's kind of what we need to see from the holding midfielder. An error there by Varane, and Onana off his line managed to sweep it up as well. Varane took too long on the ball, got closed down, of course, but the ricochet fell kindly. Onana able to regather. United can build up again through Victor Lindelof. Out to Sofian Amrabat, and out for a Manchester United throw in. Marcus Rashford to take, of course, around about the halfway line. We're kind of building up from deep at the moment. Amrabat really coming into midfield as well. It's an interesting shape, but I do like it. Varane went for the big ball through the middle. Didn't quite come up for him either. And now Crystal Palace find themselves on the attack. Let's see how we can defend this one. That's good. That's really good. I'm not sure if anyone watching has noticed that, but United's shape was good there, and we've managed to quickly close off the passing lanes, and Palace from a counter-attack end up playing back to the goalkeeper. That's what we want to see, defending from the front, proactive, and that is exactly, that will make Erik Ten Hag happy, that little sequence there, and we've won the ball back from the press as well, and Ten Hag definitely will be happy with that. That's what we want to see. And when you can stop the counter-attack against a highline team like we're meant to be seeing at Manchester United, that makes a big, big difference, because the counter-attack is the real threat against playing the high line, of course. And ball going back to Onana, plays it up the pitch as well, just over the head of Bruno Fernandes. And of course, Crystal Palace now having a little bit of keep ball, keeping some possession as well. Drop a like on the video, guys. Let me just double check. It might be one of those smaller screens today. It does that sometimes whenever the connection goes early on. It kind of feels like YouTube looks at it from the point of view that it must be a laggy stream, or that there's a risk of it. So it looks like it's a pretty chill one. Just around 10 people in here so far. But yeah, good to see you guys, of course. Thanks very much for joining in. And 13 votes on the poll, 100% going for the United win. Have to say, liking what I'm seeing so far from Manchester United. Bruno fitting in nicely. I think having Amrabat in there makes a difference. Really, really does. Certainly for me, I think in the first couple of matches of the season against Wolves and against Tottenham Hotspur, we were kind of run through midfield when we went Bruno, Mount, and Casemiro. I'm not quite seeing it today so far. We didn't see it, of course, on Tuesday as well. And I think a lot of that's to do with Amrabat coming from the left-back position into midfield. And I think that's making a big difference. It's definitely a secure presence in the middle there, of course. Luman, good to see you. I'm very, very angry with Rashford. Very angry, says Luman. Good to see you, man, of course. Stephanie says, if 0-0 after half-time, does Ten Hag change it straight after? Luman says Rashford out now as well. Haven't quite seen what Rashford has done just yet, but I was reading the chat there, so anything could have happened. Amrabat is giving the ball away now. Hojlund chasing back after it. Good ball through there, and Palace could be through. Dalot manages to hold him up, forces him wide. That's good defending by Diogo Dalot. Really, really strong defending there. Decisive, wins the throw in. That's exactly what we needed in that position. Good defending there from Dalot. Very, very good. I have questioned him from time to time this season and across last year, but that was exactly what we wanted to see. Palace breaking forward. Dalot manages to use his speed, fights for the ball, manages to squeeze in alongside Jeffrey Schlupp and gets in front of him, wins the ball. Yeah, Stephanie, absolutely, you're correct as well. Rashford lucky to be playing ahead of Garnacho. I think Garnacho had a good week this week, a good goal during the week, and of course a pretty good performance as well. But United a little bit sloppy there at the back. I think that might have been Delo after I've just been hyping him up as well. But yeah, look, Crystal Palace trying to play through. Now that's a good turn. Lindelof a little bit weak in the tackle, and we come across as well. Hopefully we can just clear this out. Yeah, Mount's got the ball now. This should be Manchester United playing out. Rashford into Casemiro. Casemiro, heavy touch. Palace win the ball back. Palace with a little bit of pressure as well now. And they're looking good. 1-0 in the Arsenal match as well, against Bournemouth. Just got a notification for that one coming through. Haven't seen too much from the other matches other than, of course, Wolves beating Manchester City, followed by Sofian Amrabat on Andre Ayew as well. But yeah, look, guys, not too bad a start from Manchester United in this one. Certainly seen us play worse. But yeah, look, we got to defend this set piece. That's got to be the main objective here, of course. Defending it well. Elise to take, Eze, to take this one. Yeah, look, just got to pick up our man. Just got to be getting this ball out of danger. That's got to be the plan here, of course. Eze to take. Manchester United need to defend this one. Ball goes in. Ricochet. Oh, it's 1-0 to Crystal Palace. That's a hell of a goal as well there from Anderson. Luman called it already. I think my feed might be slightly behind. Would like to see another replay on this because it looked pretty unsavable from the initial angle that I saw of that one. United with a high line. He just got unmarked at the back post. It's Victor Lindelof. Nah, there's no saving that at all. No goalkeeper saves that one. It's right in the top bins from that angle. I don't think Onana really is going to save that one. Proper volley as well. It's just a good goal. It is just a good goal. Joe, actually, on that view, I think Onana maybe could have done a little bit better. Question marks of offside here, though. There was 2 Palace players in the way, but VAR doesn't give us decisions, of course. I would be shocked if this one doesn't go. Limon says, sorry for the spoiler. No, you're all good, man. Don't worry. It's a good goal, but it's frustrating. It really, really is. We've been the better team in this one, of course, as well. But that was definitely a bolt out of the blue. I was not expecting that one at all. Touched by Rashford into the box as well. Ball across. That's nearly went out for a throw in. Really poor. Good shot there as well. Just wide from Casemiro. Would have been a nice way to bounce back. But that was a poor one as well. I think if we watch back as well, I think Casemiro had a role to play in that goal as well. Playing out from the back, he got caught out quite poorly. It was a lack of awareness maybe, and of course that led Amrabat with the foul as well for that one. It was savable. De Gea maybe would have reached it. I don't know. It was a very, very snap out of the blue shot. It went high. He maybe could have done a little better, but it was still a good finish, a good connection as well. It's one of them. It's so quick coming at him that it's very, very difficult to adjust to that one. But look, United find themselves a goal down against the run of play. But we got to dig ourselves out of this hole. I think I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to seeing Luke Shaw coming back. I think we really need to see Amrabat as that first phase player. I just don't think Casemiro has it in him to turn quickly on the ball and not have that positional awareness to be the main progressor. Obviously, we know he can do the defensive stuff, but I think in the build-up play for that, it was quite poor from Casemiro. I think Amrabat needs to step in there. Maybe Casemiro moves further up the pitch. Maybe that's how we find some balance. Of course. Liman says, as soon as the ball goes to Rashford, he loses it because he's overdoing it with selfishness. Yeah, look, Rashford has been very, very poor in this one so far. I do have to say that, of course. and he's not really doing much that would make me say, yeah, look, he should be playing over Garnacho, because I'm just not seeing it, guys, either. Um, United playing the ball out here, of course, to Pellistri. Pellistri's been quiet in this one. The build-up just has not been as good from start to finish from Manchester United. But hopefully we can get back in as well. Stephanie says, gone to attacking. Rashford, Bruno, Mount, no defensive discipline. I don't even know if it's that either, Stephanie. I think it was genuinely... my issue with this is that there's not the width and stuff that we've seen midweek against Palace, with a very similar midfield. I think Rashford might be an issue here as well. I do have concerns over his overall style of play at the moment, really looking poor, and even for a long time as well. I have to say, like, Rashford would cover up poor performances by getting a goal, and that was that definitely happened for a long time throughout last season. Obviously, when you score, you kind of can get away with it, but not when he's not scoring. I think it's very apparent he's not offering very much. He's more interested coming inside. Vera says, Bruno and Rashford bad for this team. We need Garnacho and Hannibal back. I don't think Bruno's bad for the team. I think you've questions over... you do have questions over Rashford. There's things Bruno needs to improve upon. Yes, absolutely. But I think by and large, he's a very good thing for the team. I think Rashford has been a big issue in this one. I think Casemiro's been poor as well, getting caught out of position again, and Palace hitting us on the counter-attack. It's a chance for Mateta. Really good sliding tackle there from Varane, and Varane is angry as well. I think Casemiro needs to step up as well. Obviously, look, he was good midweek, but I don't think we can suddenly just pretend that he's the best defensive midfield player in the world either, just because he did good against Crystal Palace. He was poor for quite a while as well. Chris says, playing two Lindelofs today, it seems, by the overplay. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, two Lindelofs. I don't think we're playing two Lindelofs, are we? Stephanie says as well, great minds play alike. Karina says, need to get Mount on the ball a little more, get those passes across like he did midweek. Yeah, I think that's got to be key. We got to get doing that. I don't think we got two Lindelofs. I could have sworn I changed that earlier on, but I'll double check as well, just in case, Chris. Vera says, was going to be different. Palace played their B team last time. Yeah, look, they did, but so did United. I think we should be doing better than what we're doing so far. I think some silly mistakes in the midfield areas has cost us as well. Obviously, questions about the defense there as well. Onana maybe could have done better as well in terms of the goalkeeping. But I still think United's been the better team here, for sure. We could and should be winning this one. I think Rashford's a big issue on that left-hand side. He's overcomplicating everything, and it's so frustrating to watch. The decision-making is so poor. It really is. Lee says, we're just awesome. Oh, man. You get one good match, and then all of a sudden we turn around into this. Like, this is what United give you, man. Absolutely. Pellistri's been very anonymous on that right-hand side, I have to say. Very, very little has gone down that side all match, really, if we're being truthfully honest with ourselves. Varane trying to play it out here as well. Mount finds the ball nicely, can chip it over the top to Pellistri, and Pellistri manages to take it down and wins a throw-in, hopefully. Nope, it's actually been kept in by Palace. Pellistri stopped playing there. I think that was poor from his point of view. Lindelof hopefully can play away. Amrabat now with the ball. And yeah, look, Rashford just kicking it back. But look, we got to shape up, guys. We got to get moving on with this one. And we need to get a goal before half time, really, in my opinion. Rashford dribbling inside now. I don't know why he does this so much. It's clear Bruno and Rashford are poor, but Ten Hag have the ball to remove them, says Le Mans. Vera says, I'm on a fast today, and at least United give me a win when I break my fast at 6. Hopefully they will. Hopefully they will. Look, I think the problem with today's performance, the build-up isn't as good. I think a lot has been coming down the left-hand side. Ten Hag running out to shout at Rashford here as well. I think Rashford's really struggling. this season, and I don't know why. And last year he made things simple. For the most part, he wasn't overcomplicating it. Rashford's got the speed to really make a difference, and go beyond players. He doesn't need to try take it past 5 players. He needs to hold the width, and then that's going to help us out more. Chris, you are right, by the way. I've finally loaded up my Illustrator app as well here. There are 2 Lindelofs, unfortunately, so I will get that fixed probably at halftime. In this one, I have just noticed that. I thought I changed it over, but don't think I have. I don't think it's gone through. Le Mans says Rashford is injured. For me, Bruno, Mount, Casemiro midfield won't win us games. They cannot keep the ball. I think you've got elements of that. I think Casemiro's had a very, very poor first half here, in all fairness. And I think it's becoming obvious as well that Amrabat should be the guy sitting deeper. If anything, Casemiro should be playing further forward, because I don't think he can do this role in this team. Rashford down injured. That's the second knock he's had this match. He might find himself coming off here. But yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened there. I think it was kind of a collision with the Palace man sliding in. Yeah, look, it looks a nasty enough one. That studs were up. Of course, VAR will not take a look at it because it's Manchester United. That could be a red card for any United players probably. But yeah, look, we're looking at Rashford maybe coming off here. He does look in pain. Who else we got? Vera says, I don't like his game this season, but it's not good to be happy as well. Oh, for Rashford, yeah, look, I think maybe he's gonna come off here. I don't think it's a bad idea really, because he's not influenced the match at all really. His decision making again has been absolutely appalling. Really, really poor, I do have to say, guys, and it's frustrating from that point of view that he has once again been really, really poor for Manchester United, and he hasn't really been doing what he does best. I mean, Rashford is a player blessed with incredible speed. He's a good finisher. He can take it wide. He's just not playing to his strengths. I feel like he's trying to be something that he's not. We wouldn't be asking Christian Eriksen to be running up and down the wing. We wouldn't be asking Garnacho to play as a target man. I feel like Rashford's just not playing to his own strengths, and that's such an issue as well. For me, he really does need to ship up, or ship out. I think you're getting to that point. I think we're lagging a bit, guys, so apologies if we are. I will try to get that back. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Don't know what's happening there. We still froze. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I can see that it's I can see it's lagging, but is the audio still going? Because if it is, the video should catch up with it in a second here. But yeah, guys, let me know. I think we're struggling. I'm gonna try refresh it. I've had a couple of internet issues. The weather's really, really bad here as well. I think that's maybe playing into it. But yeah, let me know if you guys can hear me as well. If you guys can see it moving. I can see it's lagging, but I'm not 100% sure if it's still, if the audio is behind. Pink says Rashford plays like a shit of last season. I don't know what's happened, Rashford. It looks like that season where he got 5 goals 2 years ago when Ole got sacked and Ranić was in charge. Can see the video speeding up a bit. It might be catching up now. I'm not 100% sure, but let me know what's going on, guys. It says my YouTube is unresponsive. I'm gonna have to width that one out. Can't exit. So we'll leave it running like that. Interestingly enough, my stream seems to have froze as well. Stephanie says 10 likes. Audio's okay, but we are lagging. Yeah, I thought we might have been. I'm not 100% sure. I might have to close down my Illustrator. Maybe that's the issue. Yeah, probably shouldn't try to up midstream. Let me just double check, see if I can get that closed. Yeah, it's really, really slow. At the moment. It's a long sort of look, I think it's really messing about. Let me see if I can close that. Definitely says India, Northern Ireland. Yeah, it's real. Yeah, I was actually like grandparents earlier, and it was it was kind of like the entire street. It's one of those of course, and I don't know what it is. There's like, you have good internet, but it just does this. Definitely says it's okay. Yeah, look, we're still strong here. I think I'm trying to close down this and close down as many apps as possible, and hopefully, so we can chill out. Hopefully, that will make something of a difference. Let's try load back up again. Yeah, look, it might have to be double in this one, but I'll try my best. Lee says West Yorkshire is wet, but not too bad. Yeah, look, I think it's just NI's really messing about with the weather. Good old BD as well can always rely on it to not work under any sort of bad weather conditions whatsoever. But yeah, look, United, we're trying our best to get into this one, but it has a very frustrating half. Some good moments. It's a moment where maybe we should have done better. Some really poor decision making. That was a brilliant pass by Bruno Fernandes. Pellistri just couldn't quite get onto it one as well. But yeah, look, it's a frustrating half, but I think there's a lot more to come. Am I still lagging as well, guys? I'm not 100% sure because my Google won't even load, which is really annoying. You can see it on my OBS. It's not my camera, so it has to be the link between camera and the feed, the YouTube. So I think that's the issue. Let me see. Yeah, look, I might just have to let it run its course. So if you guys do want to stick around, thank you very much. If you guys don't want to watch me sit and jump and freeze the screen again, I could get that as well. Like it's not great. It's the joys of the internet. Yeah, look, I can't even load Google. I don't know. Stephanie says lagging. Yeah, is the audio lagging or is it still just the video? Because the video should correct itself. If it's the audio, then that means it might crash at some point. That's what I've noticed when it has done that before. So if the audio is okay, it should come back. If the video, it just catches up. That's what happens when it jumps about. But yeah, let's see. YouTube is just loaded back up, so that's a good sign, at least. Amrabat with the ball as well. Just playing it off the Crystal Palace man. Erik Ten Hag not looking too happy. Yeah. So I've just got an error pop up as well. YouTube not receiving in strong signal to maintain smooth streaming. So thanks for sticking with me, guys. I think we might be okay now. I think hopefully this should come back as good as new, hopefully. I've tried resetting everything. Stephanie says audio is okay-ish. Kind of concerning. Right, I've got my feed back up here so I can see it. Hopefully it's gonna correct itself. Yeah, I think I think we're just a little bit behind. I think that might be the issue. With that, let me just quickly hop back in and hop back out, and hopefully this will make a difference. Stephanie says audio completely off. Oh, okay, that's concerning. Can you guys hear me now? It's strange. Like I'm checking like my recording software. I can see the audio is going in. So it should be okay. I can see the pictures back. Let me just double check. I'll play it on my phone a second. Yeah, look, that looks to be back. I think we're good. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Karina, as well, for letting me know. I don't know what happened there as well. I think it's just genuinely a stormy day and the internet Chance here for Hojlund. The ball almost dropped to Hojlund in the box there. But look, guys, this has been another poor performance. I can't lie and say it's been good either. Hopefully we can get ourselves back into it in the second half. I think Ten Hag's got a big halftime team talk coming up for this one. Amrabat playing it out to Rashford now. Rashford driving with it and loses it as well from the looks of things. More of the same for Marcus Rashford, of course. More poor decision making. But yeah, look, United's got a long way back into this one. Stephanie says it's okay now. That's good to hear. Thank you for that one, guys. Apologies for that. I think it's just genuinely poor connection on a stormy day. I think that's the issue as well. Interestingly, from Samuel Luckhurst, he has just said as well, Manchester United staff on the touchline are despairing at Rashford's use of the ball. I can't I can't even deny as well. Vera says City have failed to equalise too. Yeah, City of course a goal down against Wolves. Pretty shocking one that. Have to say, guys, but United, look, there's a couple minutes of added time here. We need to try and get ourselves back into this one. We really, really do. I think as well, guys. Stephanie says comeback kings as well. Look, I think something that I've noticed watching this, and I think genuinely Victor Lindelof is a massive, massive issue. I'm looking at like a little diagram here. Victor Lindelof has played 44 out of 46 passes, but almost all of them, bar 2 or 3, are sideways or backways. And if you're playing as a progressor, that's what you need to do as well. Stephanie says 11 likes. Thank you guys for those likes as well. Drop a like if you guys haven't already. If you're new, please consider hitting the sub as well, guys. Would really appreciate. Yeah, of course. Hopefully, gonna try to drive towards 3K by the end of the year. I think that's gonna be the target for the end of 2023. Of course, hit it 2,000 just this week as well. So thanks again for everybody for making that happening. Really, really do appreciate it. But look, I think United's got a way to go to get back into this one. I think Rashford has been a big issue as well. I think Casemiro's been poor as well in this one. Stephanie says, can I change my vote? I might have to re-put up the poll as well, because look, guys, this has not been good whatsoever as well. We gotta be better than this. Like, we really, really do. But yeah, look, I think some players are not covering themselves in glory out there today. Marcus Rashford, of course, the big one. I would take him off at halftime. I really would, because I don't see what he's offering us at all, other than poor selection. And we naturally build up on the left. That's where most of our play goes. Rashford down injured again for the 3rd time in this one, and he's down holding his arm this time. I mean, the guy's had some hits in this one. It's a yellow card to the Crystal Palace defender as well for that one. It was a poor tackle. Really, really poor. Just swung his boot, completely missed the ball. Got Rashford right on the knee. It's a yellow card for Joel Ward in this one. Yeah, look, United's got a long way to get back into this one. We really, really do, guys. I think we need to ship up. And Erik Ten Hag's got a big halftime press conference ahead of him where he's going to have to do better. He's going to have to get into these players, for sure. Stephanie says, Casemiro missing protection from Hannibal. I think, yeah, look, I think Hannibal's energy is missed in midfield. I think Casemiro's just had a poor match in terms of actually doing his job as well, shielding the back 4 and being that player who's going to drop in between them. He really hasn't done that at all. The balance just isn't there at the moment. And yeah, look, guys, that's halftime. Ten Hag's got a big team talk ahead of him at halftime. We've got a lot of work to do. Let me restart the clock. Hopefully, we're going to have some goals in this one as well. That in this second half is currently 1-0 to Crystal Palace. I think United's got quite a way to get back into this. I know we can. I know we made the opportunities early in this match. But look, guys, I'm watching this corner back as well, where Crystal Palace got their goal from. Victor Lindelof completely pushed off the ball and abandoning his man at the back post, it has to be unforgivable. Because if Harry Maguire did that, we would still be complaining and ranting about Maguire's performance as well. Um, and like, if Maguire genuinely left his man like that on the back post, that would be brought up for weeks upon weeks. So look, big fluctuations in the quality between midweek and today, but we gotta be doing better. We seriously do. I've been impressed with Mason Mount. I've been impressed with Diogo Dalot. I think they're probably the only two players who we can say genuinely has had a good match. Rashford really, really poor. Casemiro poor, Lindelof very poor as well. Some poor mistakes in there from him. Even the likes of Varane have been questionable in their defensive actions. I do have to say that as well. Just for some of the halftime scores from the other matches, guys. Newcastle lead Burnley 1-0. Wolves are beating Man City by 1-0 as well. Arsenal beating Bournemouth. West Ham beating Sheffield United, and Luton Town have a 2-1 lead over Everton as well at Goodison Park. So that has been a surprise one. Stephanie says Lindelof is weak. Yeah, look, Victor Lindelof is really weak, and I think he's one of these players who somehow seems to get away with being poor and not having good performances week in, week out. I think it's because he doesn't make any of these big glaring obvious mistakes that get pointed out, but genuinely his play across the board is just not good enough. Pink says not sure about Varane and Rashford. Hojlund can't shine in high pressure he plays. He counterplays in his style of play. Yeah, look, I feel like Hojlund a little bit starved of service as well. I think he needs some more touches on the ball, a little bit isolated in this one. It does have to be said, but hopefully he can get more involved. He probably came the closest out of any United player to scoring with that attempt cleared off the line. It will be a big team talk from Erik Ten Hag at halftime. It needs to be. He needs to be getting into these players and hopefully turning things around in this match. I have every confidence we can do it, because I don't think Crystal Palace are anything special. I really, really don't. But I think United definitely do need to improve across the board. We need to be doing better for sure as well in this match. And from back to front, it hasn't been good enough. It really hasn't. I think, yeah, look, we can say that Rashford has been poor, but he's not the only one. I think Casemiro has had a poor match by his standards, was really good midweek, but very poor today in terms of his actual on the ball stuff. Really poor at playing out. I think Amrabat hasn't been as effective in this one. Lindelof's been poor. Dalot has been very good. Varane looks shaky. Midfield, it's not quite the same balance with Bruno in there. I feel like we're kind of getting overrun a little bit at times. Forward three, I think there's issues there for sure. I think Pellistri really not involved. I think we could take Pellistri off comfortably enough. Rashford I would take off as well. I would keep Hojlund on. I would try to put Garnacho on for one of Rashford or Pellistri. I feel like if he comes on, it will be for Pellistri. That's probably just the way we're going to go with that one, but we definitely could take Rashford off and not lose a lot. Drop a like in the video as well, guys. We're up to 11. Can we get up to 15? Can we get 15 likes? That would be really appreciated as well, guys. But look, I think we got to shape up. We got to improve what we were doing in that first half, and the way we do that, of course, has to be playing with more intensity, because there was good moments. It's not that this was like against Brighton or against Tottenham where we were poor throughout the match. We did have good times, and we had some good opportunities and some good patterns of play with the pressing and stuff, winning the ball high up. I think we just need a bit more quality. Ping says, I would prefer Garnacho 10 times over Rashford. What has Bruno done, says Stephanie as well. I think Bruno's had a couple of good passes, had a really good ball through the Palace backline. Pellistri couldn't quite get onto it as well. If he got it and or controlled it, he would have been one-on-one with the goalkeeper. So I think Pellistri maybe could have done better there, but I don't think Bruno's had a brilliant match, but he might just be the guy to work a moment of magic I feel like we can be a lot more confident in Bruno working that as opposed to Marcus Rashford at the moment. I'm not seeing it from Rashford at all, guys. I'm really not. Um, and yeah, look, genuinely, Marcus Rashford does not do too much to warrant his selection, in my opinion. I think Garnacho's been more involved in recent weeks. I feel like Rashford, again, it's coming down to decision making. And I'll say this: Garnacho's decision making is not perfect, but Garnacho is 19. Marcus Rashford is 25 now. So Rashford should be at an age now where he knows what to do with the ball. It shouldn't be running against 5 players at the one time. It should be saying, okay, there's 3 or 4 players closing me down. Somebody's got to be in space and getting your head up. That's what it's about every bit as much. Absolutely, that is what he needs to be doing. Is like saying, if there's 3 players around me, then that means that 2 of my teammates are completely unmarked. So where are they? That's what he's got to be doing as well. Getting his head up and working from there, because that's going to be what makes us work better. That's going to make us click it better in the final third. And if we can do that, then all of a sudden we're going to start winning matches. That is the top and bottom of the situation. So that's what he's got to do. That's what Erik Ten Hag's got to do as well. I feel like Ten Hag's patience will be wearing thin. It's not like if Garnacho makes a mistake, for instance, we can say, look, he's 19. He's still learning his trade. Rashford should be a ready-made pro by this stage. Rashford should be an example, and we should be saying, yeah, look, do what Rashford does. Study what he does in these situations. But still, I don't back Rashford to make the right call more often than not. And that's so disappointing. It really is, guys. Like, it has to be said. That is disappointing for sure. Let me just quickly do this because I do have it edited as well. Just for the pretty sure that's the overlay. I think that should be corrected as well. Sinkin says, why change a winning team? I think we're always going to make some subs. Some of them probably due to necessity. Some of them personal choice, I guess. But I think some of them were questionable for sure, man. I don't think we should have took Garnacho out of the team. You could have argued the same for Hannibal, but I think Ten Hag's got to be looking at subs. I think he needs to be looking at the bench. And hopefully we can work our way back into this one. Because the league form is concerning. And we need to be winning matches. We looked at this run and we said ourselves, this is a run of fixtures that Manchester United need to pick up maximum points. Playing Crystal Palace today, playing Sheffield United and Brentford, Fulham. These are matches where we should be winning fairly comfortably. And we should be doing better across the board, guys. Make no mistake about it. Big ups on the likes as well, guys. We're up to 12 likes. Thanks so much for that one. Thing says Rashford versus Mbappe or Vinicius Jr. What a huge difference in quality. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think we could compare Rashford's quality at the moment. I don't even know, guys. Like, it's so poor from Marcus Rashford. Like, it is absolutely abysmal. It really is. Across the board. Have to say, United need to shape up. United need to get better in this one. We really do. This match is still there. We can still come back and win this very comfortably, I think. But we got to be making better decisions. We have to be looking after the ball better, and we have to be thinking before we do stuff as well. Like, there isn't enough thought goes on at United. Pink says, well, a player like Zidane Iqbal is sold and sitting on the bench at Utrecht. Yeah, look, I mean, Zidane Iqbal, look, he was a good player, a tatty little player, but he's never really going to be anything special. Not to Manchester United standards. Look, he might prove me wrong, but I don't think he's ever going to get to that level. I don't think it's like a Kobe Minu type player, with a sky high ceiling. Don't. But look, we need to be better in the second half. There's a lot Ten Hag needs to be saying to these players at halftime. Let me see as well. What else have we got? Sinkin says we've bench players not performing. It's a piss take week in, week out. Yeah, it's true. Like, a lot of these bench players complain about not getting match time, and when they do literally nothing to warrant being included in the first place. You know, it genuinely is. Um, Casemiro really poor today. Big swings in his performance quality. We've seen that throughout the season. Like, he was good against Crystal Palace midweek, but I think by and large this season he's been really poor. Um, Amrabat struggling a little bit in this one. Rashford so poor as well. Really poor. He's just running a 3 or 4 players like he really does. He needs to improve as well. I think I would put Garnacho on for sure. That's gotta be um that's got to be the plan here. It really does. 42 votes on the poll. Most guys still going for United with a win. Hopefully, you guys are right. Hopefully, we can get back into this. Like, it's disappointing conceding, but I think we can come back. I think we made opportunities. But we need to get some players on. Maybe flip the wingers. Maybe get Rashford on the right hand side. I don't know what the best plan is going to be in this one. Who else we got down below? Hot Fuzz. I said before the game, Rashford cannot play. He plays, and we shut the bed. Typical. Yeah, look, it's so poor. I was saying before, man, like, this is a guy who, at 25 years old, is meant to be a seasoned professional footballer, and he is, because he's been in the first team from he was 18 years old. He has a lot of experience, played a lot of matches, and he should know by now the difference in he should know the right and wrong decisions to make. Pink says Amrabat is an enlightenment for the team. His spirit is amazing. Yeah, look, he is, but I still think he's been jumping into tackles a little bit much. Hot Fuzz says team has no balance. He's playing left heavy with poor wet wipe mentality. Yeah, it is, man. I would say genuinely really poor performance from Casemiro. And look, people midweek were saying how brilliant Casemiro was, and I like Casemiro. I still think there's a player in there, but it's so unbelievably obvious that he's not able to play the role that we want him to play. Like, it is so obvious that he is not the guy who's going to be dropping between the back four, picking the ball up, turning on the half, getting on the half turn, making the space, dropping in. He's not that guy. I think Amrabat is much more like that player. I think the real solution to this midfield is going to be putting Amrabat at the number 6 position, putting Casemiro further up the pitch as a number 8, and then playing Mount or Bruno beside him. That's what I think is going to be the solution here. Because Casemiro clearly is not going to be able to pick the ball up under pressure, because in that sequence where Crystal Palace scored was a perfect example of it. He gave the ball away 3 times in that same sequence. I think we can point towards Mount and Bruno being liabilities beside him. I guess you can do that if you're looking to make excuses, but we've seen this time and time again with Casemiro. We've seen it today. We've seen it against Brighton, against Bayern Munich, against Tottenham, against Arsenal. It's time and time again. It's poor. It is. Kenneth says Ten Hag needs to be ruthless and drop Rashford. I would agree with that as well. Liman says we as fans, we all fans need to know fast one day like Vera for this club's on and off the pitch issues. Yeah, absolutely. I think we got to do something. I would love, I would do what I would absolutely love, guys, and I don't think it would show us in a good light at all. But the if we did like a fly on the wall, all or nothing Amazon series or whatever it is, Netflix, because I would genuinely be curious to see what goes on behind closed doors. Who would we play at left back? I think that's the issue as well. I think if we have Reguilon or if we have Shaw or Malacia, anybody to play there, I think that's going to be what we need to be doing. Sinking, you're right, man. If we lose this, it's such an opportunity missed. Second half has kicked off. United are underway. Let me quickly grab the time card up as well. Let me start that one off. Let me see. Scripts. Start. There we go. That's all good. So Delo with the throw in back to Rafael Varane. And we're underway. We are underway in the second half. Hopefully, Ten Hag has said a lot of strong words to these players, and hopefully, we're going to see a much improved second half performance. Casemiro with the ball lofted over the top, and that was just never really going anywhere. Not too much has changed in that regard. Varane now gets caught out high up the pitch. Eze turning on it as well. Eze has been good in this one. Um, Hojlund now with the ball, driving into the space. This is what we want to see from Hojlund. Some powerful play, holding the ball up. He needs some support. He's not getting it from Pellistri, not getting it from Bruno. Eventually, Casemiro comes over. Amrabat now with the ball, and we can hopefully get the ball wide. I think we need to make the pitch bigger as well. That's something we definitely need to be doing, guys, is making that pitch bigger, and that's going to help us out. It is. It really is. That's what we need, because it's just going to open up that low block that little bit more. Rashford having a run now as well, got two players in front of him. He's completely stopped the ball here. Now he just goes back. At least that time he made use of the situation. Nice touchdown there in the box. That could have been an opportunity. Why no subs? It's an interesting one. Chris says Ten Hag billed Garnacho for not playing poorly in the first two, but Rashford plays no matter what. Yeah, it's true. I think Rashford does need, he needs drops. He needs genuinely to be out of the team. I think he's just a hindrance as much as a liability. And yeah, look, we can point and say Luke Shaw's not there, his normal partner who creates a lot of space for him, but if you're so reliant on one player, then maybe you shouldn't be playing as well. The low goes up for the headed ball there, of course, and now Palace are going to counter attack. It's not been as good on that side, guys. That's going to go aimlessly out of play there from Schlupp, but it does show that we can be got at on the counter attack. Roy Hodgson not happy whatsoever with that decision from Jeffrey Schlupp, but I think we could and should have seen some halftime changes, guys. Absolutely. Delo is now with the ball. Let's see what he can do in this crossing situation. Plays it into Pellistri. Pellistri now to Delo. Down the line, back to Pellistri. Tries to get the ball across. Should go out for a corner kick. Nope, Palace just managed to keep it in as well. Hot Fuzz, politics. Anyone with leverage over the club, they must play regardless of whatever for Rashford playing. It's an interesting theory. I've always thought that there was politics at Manchester United. I feel like that's why Maguire played every week for so long, or why well, Rashford as well, I guess. But other players definitely have had that as well. Karina says, has there been any subs? Not quite just yet. We are 2 minutes into the half, so no halftime subs. We'll probably give it 10 minutes or so before we start to see introductions. Bruno with this corner. Good ball in there towards Casemiro, who has gone down. Amrabat flicks it on to Rashford. Rashford now takes it inside, takes it out. He needs to make a decision. He still hasn't. He has Amrabat right beside him. He finally picks the pass up, but by the time he does so, Amrabat is marked, and the ball is back to Andre Onana. So look, it's poor decision making by Rashford there. There was no pace, no speed in his thought there. We literally saw his mind and body stop at the same time for a solid 5 or 6 seconds. You gotta be quicker than that on the decisions. Really does. I think Rashford's becoming a big issue in this team, guys. I seriously do. I've tried to refrain from turning on the guy, but genuinely, it's one of those ones when he's scoring goals, you can look past some poor performances because goals win games, but there's no goals and we're just getting poor performances and very little work out of possession as well. Pellistri nicely inside there. Ball drops to Varane and back out to Delo, to Casemiro. Now we have Hojlund moving forward. Bruno and Pellistri trying to turn their decent bit of defending there from Palace, to be fair. And Will Hughes now gets the ball out. Probably going to be a free kick. No, it's going to throw in to Manchester United. And yeah, look, Varane now with it out to Lindelof. The man says no manager in football will accept this level of Rashford is up to. I think I don't know what it is, guys. Look, he's just again lost the ball with a really poor pass that just was never on. He tries to find Mason Mount making a forward run, but Mount was marked by 3 players. That for me is an issue. That looked to be a decoy run from Mason Mount to open up the space, and Rashford just passes it to the guy, deliberately trying to take the Palace defenders out of their position. So that's just so frustrating as well, guys. But yeah, look, we got to shape up. I don't think Palace are a great team. They're really not. There's nothing special about this Crystal Palace team. Rashford touches it inside. Guys, we're so left heavy as well. And the switches in play, which really opened up the match against Palace midweek, they're just not on today. We just haven't been playing them. So we should be moving it from right to left, because and left to right, because it's just going to make more space in those key areas. Hojlund now with the touch off to Amrabat. Amrabat finds Rashford, and Rashford heavy touch, driving it out towards the touchline. Should win the corner kick here. Just keeps that ball in, but I think Casemiro might have let it go as well. Luman says Palace and Hodgson will now sit back and defend their goal. Yeah, they will. That's their plan. And so far it's working. Haven't made too many clear-cut opportunities. I think there's a lot more to come from United in the second half. I think we got to improve in this one. But yeah, look, definitely needs a lot of work, this Manchester United team. Still, Pellistri with the ball. Now out to Mount. Mount popping up on this right-hand side, where he was more on the left during the first half. So, little bit of a switch there. Amrabat played that ball, slipped as well, but Delo was too busy running the other way. I feel like that might sum up Manchester United's days so far. In that one little movement and that one little extractive play. But yeah, look, Delo with the ball inside now. Mount goes in for it. Amrabat goes in for it. Rashford up and headed. Yeah, look, it's breaking down. I feel like we're trying to play. We're playing into Palace's hands here, making it scrappy in midfield, playing the ball in the air. I think we got to beat them by being the better team as well. But yeah, look, definitely more to come from United in this half. The levels need to improve as well. Drop a like on the video, guys. We're up to 14 likes. Can we get 15? Would be really appreciated. Varane with the ball out now. Victor Lindelof has it in an advanced area. Back to Amrabat. Amrabat gets the head up, looks for Varane inside. I think we got to move the ball quicker as well, guys. I wouldn't mind some Garnacho coming on for that sort of raw, explosive speed. I think this could be a game as well. Maybe to think about Anthony Martial, if we're starting to get the ball in the penalty box, his close control could be useful in this one. Rashford now, with a little bit of space, drives it towards goal, and well defended there by Crystal Palace. Ball drops to Varane, decent one. Casemiro goes for an overhead kick. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I really don't. That was just never ever gonna happen there. But yeah, guys, it's been what, about 10 minutes into the second half, 7-8 minutes now. I think we got to be looking at subs. Have to be looking at subs. Otherwise, what are we doing? Because this team's not going to get back into it as well. We're up to 14 likes as well as Stephanie. Thanks very much for that one. Yeah, guys, look, has to be more coming on. United fans chanting Garnacho's name. Um, think we gotta be moving the ball better, guys. I think there's a lot that we should be doing in this one. Brayden says he was playing okay, or good. I would say two players probably having a pretty good match. We could look at Delo and we could look at Mason Mount so far. Still 1-0, unfortunately, guys, as well. But it's a tough watch. United had an opportunity there from the free kick. The ball kind of just looped over the bar. I think it might be a corner for United. That's a poor one as well. Drop a like on the video, guys. We're up to 14 likes now. Can we get up to 15? Big ups. Post-match review is not going to be is going to be interesting, says Hot Fuzz. Of course, every Go check out Hot Fuzz's channel as well if you guys haven't already. Really good guy, does his own channel and stuff as well. There's plenty of videos on there, so make sure to check him out as well. And yeah, look, United playing through. Who's saying Hannibal on there? Vera says Garnacho and Hannibal on, we will cook. Chance for Pellistri, opportunity. Took down, ball drops to Bruno Fernandes with a shot. That's a little bit more like it. That's better for Manchester United, that little period of play. Hojlund now backing into the ball as well. Ball drops to Mount. Mount with a shot and a good save by Sam Johnson. That's more like it from Manchester United. It's took 55 minutes, but finally we're putting some pressure on to Crystal Palace as well. Yeah, decent attempt that from Mount. Ball's dropping to Delo this time, going back in from the corner, and that should be another corner kick to Manchester United. Been better in the last couple of minutes. Feel like a goal could be coming for Manchester United. Yes, definitely saying get Garnacho on and Rashford off, Hannibal on and Mount off. I actually feel like Mount has been good in this match so far, but again, questions over the long-term fitness. That has to be a question as well. He only played 45 during the week, so maybe we're going to see him. What else is out there? Le Mans and Ten Hag out, Stefan in. I'm not going to take over Ten Hag's job, but I think he's got to be stronger as well. I think he's got to look at Rashford and say this performance has been absolutely abysmal. Mount with the corner kick, headed out as well. Decent opportunity there for United. Mount's corners are quite good, to be fair. Bruno back to Onana. We're going to start from the back, moving forward. Ball's dropping here to Delo. Delo with the ball as well. Nice ball over the top. Just cut out as well. Palace trying to play their way out of trouble as well. Varane in with the tackle. Ball drops to Mount, and that ball's gone back. It is one of those days as well, guys. The rain on the Old Trafford pitch. Guys are sliding about everywhere as well. Stefan Amrabat with the ball now, playing it out to Casemiro. Casemiro looking for the switch. Finds Pellistri. Quite a nice ball there. Pellistri took that well. Comes inside. Ball goes back again, but still not really getting that sort of balls in behind either as well. Ball drops as well. Looks like Bruno with that one. Rashford. Vera says, I would have coached a 10-0. Don't worry, guys. I would have, absolutely. Would have been telling. For starters, I would have took Marcus Rashford off by now as well. Stephanie says Casemiro header required. I think he's got to redeem his own performance as well, because it was poor. United appealing for something here. Bruno with that one. I think United's appealing for a handball. Not that it's ever going to get looked at either. I mean, yeah, looks come off Joel Ward's arm, but it's Manchester United. It's VAR. Do we think they're ever going to give anything for us? Absolutely no chance. It's a goal for City there as well, for anybody wondering. 1-1 in that one. Big up some 15 likes. Much appreciated. Chance here as well. And ball is played out. 100% record under threat. Stephanie, don't worry. Drop out before the end, before full-time whistle if it's still if it's still 1-0. And we'll maintain the record. We can change the wording about slightly. But yeah, Varane playing it out as well. That probably should have been a penalty as well for United. His hand was literally out and it did hit it, but does it matter? It's Manchester United. VAR check doesn't give it. Typical. I think the VAR check was pretty much just to check that it was a Manchester United opportunity. We're never getting a penalty in anything either. Never going to happen for Manchester United. Subs coming on as well. Looks like Garnacho's getting ready. Pellistri is coming off. for Manchester United. That is the end of Palistri's there. Again, it's another clear penalty not given for Manchester United, but it doesn't matter because it is what it is. Luman, I don't actually think Stephanie was on for the Brighton watch along. I think that's the reference there as well. But yeah, guys, look, a lot better to come. Being out of, I feel like in the last 10 minutes or so, it has been better. Rashford is now playing off the right hand side, Garnacho onto the left. Hopefully that will make something of a difference. But yeah, look, Delo with the ball now and out to Rashford. I think we're just froze here a second as well. Let me just quickly redo that there one for you guys. But yeah, look, guys, United need to ship up. We need to start making some more opportunities. We probably should have had the penalty there, but if it was Diogo Dalot doing that in our box, it would have been a penalty. That's all we can say at this point. Garnacho there as well on really teaming down at Old Trafford. Not good in the old weather-wise. Kai Havertz has scored for Arsenal, so there we have that. Let's hope Garnacho can make a difference coming on off the bench as well. Vera, what's my prediction? I think we'll score. I do think we'll score. I think if we get one, we'll go on to win the match. Obviously, if we don't score, then we're going to lose. But I don't think it's going to be a draw. So it all depends. If United score, then I think we go on to win. If we don't, then obviously we've lost the match, which would be really disappointing after a good week that we have had with the midweek performance, with the win against Burnley last week. Hopefully we can keep this momentum going, but we got a way to go yet. Look, there's going to be 35 minutes. Lindelof easily squeezed off the ball. I'm so done with Victor Lindelof. Big save there from Onana, and that has to be a free kick. Has to be a free kick as well, guys. But yeah, Victor Lindelof, guys, I'm sorry. Like, I am genuinely sorry, but at this point, play Johnny Evans. Play Johnny Evans. Seriously, Victor Lindelof is absolutely abysmal. Really is. And the guy's been getting away with it for so long because everybody hits Harry Maguire. But Victor Lindelof has been so poor for so long. Weak physically, slow, bad in the air. His passing, he just passes everything sideways. He's always out of position. And he manages to ghost without any criticism. I've never seen anyone have a go at Victor Lindelof. The guy is just not good enough for Manchester United. And that was a real opportunity for Palace there as well. Palace could have had this match wrapped up there and then with that exchange. Bruno was down holding his back. Hannibal warming up, of course, as well. But Palace with the opportunities. It really is. Arsenal have had 2 penalties. United will probably not get any. But look, it has to be said, guys. There was an entire week of media coverage about the Onana penalty decision in the first match. And ever since then, United, every single match, have had decision after decision go against us as well. And it's every match. I think we actually went through this, guys. Like, it literally is every single match that this happens. That we've had a VAR call go against us. It's not even surprising anymore. It really isn't. That's a really poor tackle in there from Joel Ward as well. Nothing given, even though he is on a yellow card. Because why would you? Why would you? And now Palace can just break away. Mind tracking backwards as well. Stephanie says knives are being sharpened for United press rivals and even our own fans. We need to win this. Yeah, absolutely. Limon says I'm supporting Spurs, my backup club. Am I wrong? I don't have a backup club, man. Like, I mean, I would prefer Spurs to win as opposed to Liverpool, if that's any sort of consolation. But like, I'm not gonna cheer for another team either. But yeah, look, the knives will be sharpened, and that's what it's all about. That's what they want. They want to see us fail. We got to find our way back into this. I think we need some more subs on. Maybe a Hannibal Mesbury could come on. And bring some energy into midfield. But again, we're very limited, guys. I mean, look, if you're Pep Guardiola at City, you take Haaland off, you put Julian Alvarez on. You want to take De Bruyne off, okay, you put Foden on. Or maybe you put Calvin Phillips on. Or you want to swap your subs about, you'll take Diaz off and put Gvardiol on. Or take Stones off and put Akanji on. I mean, United, we're talking about trying to change and win matches by putting Mesbury on, but he's 21, by putting Dan Gore on, who's 19. I don't know how we find ourselves in this situation. I really don't. Look, guys, we got to get back into this one. We really, really do. Been a poor one. Been a poor one so far. Varane with the ball out to Delo, and Delo now has it in the wide area. Cuts it inside, back to Rafael Varane. Varane now goes back to Amrabat. Amrabat with the switch out to Garnacho. Garnacho takes it down nicely. Hopefully Garnacho can drive at Palace here, get the ball across. Nice cross there, cut out by Sam Johnson. But that's more like it. Amrabat shoots and hits the bar. Oh, boys. And now Manchester United are arguing with the referee. I'm not quite sure what's going on here either. Wolves are beating City again. It's 2-1 to Wolves in a shocking match at Molineux. Shocking result that. Amrabat hits the crossbar. Is Hodgson older than Alex Ferguson? I think they're a very similar age, Le Man. Surprised Hodgson came out of retirement that he did. Are we missing Anthony? I don't know what we're missing, Stephanie. I think genuinely we seem to have individual mistakes every week at this point. We seem to be making constant mistakes, and they're so avoidable as well. The free kick for the Palace goal never happened. If Casemiro doesn't lose the ball 3 times in a row trying to play out, and then Amrabat doesn't make a really poor, silly shove in the back as well. So like that was such an avoidable goal as well, guys. Really was. United now with the ball. Casemiro plays the ball to Rafa Varane. Varane out to Rashford this time. Rashford down the line, looking for Mount. And Mount just offside as well. Could Arsenal win the league? I mean, they should have last year. And they should have. They completely bottled it last year. But look, guys, 25, 26 minutes probably with extra time. There's time yet in this match, but time is also running out. I think we got to get this ball to Garnacho more often. I think that has to be the plan. It was really dangerous there. Had a nice ball across the box. And it makes the keeper have to do something as well. That's the important thing as well. And I think we got to keep on doing that. Making them have to make decisions. Lemon says the cooking City to drop off points for the first time this season. Yeah, look, it happens with City as well, but this will be so poor if we lose this match, guys. It really will be, because this is what, the 7th match? If we lose 4 out of 7 to start the league, that is such a poor performance from Manchester United, and that's shocking. Like, it really is. If we pick up 9 points out of the first 21 available, but yeah, look, I think if we get 1, we can get back into this. Delo with the ball flipped in. Mount had the opportunity there, had to do better, had to hit the target in that position at least. But the chances are coming. We're stretching the game. It is better for Manchester United. Mount should have done better there, though. Really should have. I still think he needs that first goal for his confidence. I really do. I think he's had a good performance, but he's still snatching at it in front of goal. Stephanie says, can we get 20 likes? I'm not sure. Can we get 20 likes, guys? Would be massively appreciated. Takes 1 second to like, takes 2 seconds to like and subscribe. So please consider doing both. Really helps us out on the channel as well. Onana now with the ball. And let's try build up again. Get moving through the third nice and quickly. It's with Lindelof this time. Castro drops into his proper position, which is good, because that just opens it up. That's literally how you open up the opposition, because he finds the ball to Delo. And Delo now with the ball back to Varane. We're right on the halfway line with the back line, so we're going to have to watch out for the counter of Eze, of Schlupp, of players like that. Got to believe here as well, says Stephanie, absolutely. Liman, during the Q&A, and it will ask now, do I have a girlfriend? Yes, I have a girlfriend of almost 4 years now, so yeah, I do have a girlfriend. Let me see. So my feed's frozen as well. It's not ideal as well, but look guys, let's try get back into this one. United with the ball in the advanced areas. Sofyan Amrabat shielding nicely, plays into Garnacho. Garnacho now trying to take it past Anderson, and well defended as well. But yeah, look, I feel like they've been quite good defensively. Crystal Palace, we definitely have made them look good at times as well with our decision making and our general play. It has been poor. Like there's no two ways to say it, guys. Like it has been poor in the final third. I think Rashford has been abysmal. Like he really has. Nothing on the. He's done nothing since he's moved onto the right hand side. Since he's been on the left, poor decision after poor decision after poor decision as well. Vera says 2-1 to Luton against Everton. Yes, they must still be holding on in that match as well. But guys, we gotta get going. The time is running out slowly but surely. We don't have to rush it yet. But we need to start making the opportunities on a more regular basis. That's absolutely what we need to be doing, guys. And hopefully if the chance falls to us, we can score it. We can get the goal we need. But it hasn't been good enough today. It really hasn't. Free kick to United as well. United players becoming frustrated with refereeing decision. Matata, good to see you as well. Hello to you. Hope all is going good. But yeah, guys, I think a lot of players out there, we know that they're not good enough either. Vera says we got like 20 minutes. Yeah, look, we gotta be making more of the opportunities we're gonna get in this one. And get some opportunities going as well. More shots on target. That's gonna do us better. I still think we should have had a penalty. I think watching the replays, it was a clear, like Joel Ward clearly moved his hand. The fact that it was looked at by VAR and nothing given doesn't surprise me whatsoever, because a certain German manager complained about 2 years ago and we stopped getting a lot of decisions. And then the national press went into an uproar over the Andre Onana decision, and all of a sudden we've had a bad VAR call in every single match since. So we're up against it, guys. It should be United against the world, but sometimes it feels like we're playing against ourselves as well. Man Latata, good to see you. I hope all's good as well. We're up to 19 likes as well. So thanks for that there, one guys. Palace now with the ball, breaking forward. Now they've got an opportunity. It's a 3v2. We need to defend this. Ball just dragged wide. It was a poor choice made by Eze to go alone there, but that's the danger of overcommitting going forward as well. A second goal for Palace kills this match as well at this point. But yeah, look, we gotta get a goal here. I think if we get one, the momentum carries us and we get the second. But it's about finding that first goal. Hojlund now with the ball. I feel like Hojlund's had a quiet match in this one. He has been starved of the service, has been starved of getting the touches as well. Almost scored in the first half as well. Did manage to lob Sam Johnson, cut out on the goal line, but it's another frustrating day where Manchester United just haven't been good enough, guys. The ball drops to Mount. Really nice touch inside there. Finds Garnacho. Garnacho with the ball as well. No one really at the back stick. It comes out to Delo, and the shot is blocked for a corner kick. Could do with Casemiro getting his head on one of these attempts at some point, guys. We really could do. I can't lie. Bruno now with the delivery. Let's hope we can do this as well. Mount with the ball as well now. Goes down in the box. It's going to be a free kick to Palace, probably. And a yellow card for Mason Mount as well. Yeah, guys, look, it's frustrating. It is frustrating. Once again for Manchester United. I feel like it's frustrating because we know that we can beat Palace, and we literally did it during the week, and we stumbled upon the way to do it, playing the ball and how to move it forward in order to get those. Christian Eriksen coming on for Mason Mount, and Anthony Martial coming on probably for Rasmus Hojlund, one would assume as well. I don't know what we're going to get really out of Christian Eriksen in this one. The guy has been shocking for weeks upon weeks. Rashford off as well. Actually, that's a call. I'm glad to see it. It should have happened 25 minutes ago, but at least we've took Rashford off. So that's one thing. But yeah, guys, look, this has been a poor performance again from Manchester United. Got to be putting these guys away. Got to be getting back into this match. We really do. Ten Hag not looking happy. I don't know. Like, I feel like we learned nothing from Tuesday night, because we stumbled upon the right build up and the right shape and the right way to make opportunities against Crystal Palace, and we've completely gone the opposite direction today as well. Stefan Amrabat down holding his head as well. Stefan, God forbid if we lose, then what next? Where do we go from here? It's looking, as the time's ticking by, man, it's becoming more and more realistic that that's what's going to happen here. We gotta get back into this. If we lose this match, that is 4 losses and 3 wins after 7 matches. I think you're genuinely looking there at mid-table form. You're genuinely looking at missing out on Champions Leagues, because I don't know what's going to turn around between this match and the next match that's going to get us back winning matches and getting up the league table. Like, I genuinely don't know at this point. So it's do or die time, guys. We got to get back into this somehow. We need to get back into this. And hopefully we can do so. When we see Hannibal, he came on against Brighton when we were 3 down and scored a beauty. We need that again. I don't know, the man. For some strange reason, we went with Christian Eriksen as a sub as well. Free kick here for Crystal Palace after a foul by Stefan Amrabat, a yellow card for him. That was kind of poor. Amrabat hasn't been as good today as well. Was kind of hassled with the ball there as well. Yeah, because a handball outside of the box. I'm not, yeah, like, he knew what he was doing as well. Absolutely. As well. Thanks very much for the likes as well, guys, and for anyone else who has joined in with the community today by hitting that sub button. Massively appreciated as always. Gotta get in need of a goal. Need to get up this pitch as well. United need to defend this first and foremost. It's gone behind for a goal kick. Onana getting the ball quickly. So yeah, what have we got down in there as well? Fuzz says we're not getting into Europe if we can't beat this Palace team. Absolutely not, man. Like, this is so poor again. Individual errors costing us in this one. But some of the structural stuff hasn't been there either. Lindelof plays the ball forward. That's easily going to get cut out as well. You can't play a switch with no pass on it. Like, it's just a loop in that scenario. Casemiro's about to get sent off probably here for kicking Eze. He is on a yellow. He just went flying through him. I mean, that kind of sums up Casemiro's match today. Really poor decision making from back to front. He might get sent off. I don't know. He's got away with one there, but again, it's a shocking performance from Casemiro, and that makes one good performance all season, really. One good performance midweek against Crystal Palace in the League Cup. That's not what we need from that guy either. Like, I don't know. I don't know where we go from here, guys. It's looking it's looking bleak. It is for Manchester United. Um, but yeah, Bruno with the ball forward now. Look, we have an opportunity in behind here. Garnacho, if he can find his feet, which he has done, he's managed to feed Martial. Going to drop to Garnacho, just about manages to squeeze it through. Back to Casemiro, and Casemiro now to Christian Eriksen. Eriksen to Amrabat. Amrabat now to Lindelof. Plays it out to Garnacho. Big ups for 20 likes as well, guys. Thanks very much for that one as well. Hasn't been an easy stream with the performance or with my own internet connection, but we're hopefully going to be okay till the end. Garnacho with a shot blocked. Going to drop completely to the other side of the pitch as well, going to Rafa Varane, and Varane now plays it inside. It's not been great. It has been a hard watch at times. I still don't think we should be losing this match. We've had the opportunities. We were better in the first half for sure. The second half we've improved as well. But again, just not final third decision making, and some of the individual errors again is costing this team. Gotta get moving through the thirds. Gotta be putting constant pressure on for the next 10 minutes or so in this match. Palace are gonna camp in their box. Hopefully we can find something, anything. Eriksen finds it through to Varane. Varane now out to Amrabat, who's playing at right back. Goes for the cross. Doesn't even get into the box really. Martial with the flick there. Can Garnacho keep it in? Ball across. Good opportunity that there one for Manchester United. Bruno swings a leg at it. Doesn't quite get the connection. And Palace managed to clear now up to Mitseta. They're going to try hit us on the break. Something we have to be watching out for is the threat of the counter in behind. He's done well, the Palace man there, but well defended in the end there by Raphael Varane. And now we go through to low again. Trying to build our way through, trying to get up the pitch, trying to get those opportunities that we're gonna need to score. Hopefully, the equalising goal here. That's what we need. Casemiro with the flick, nice touch there, and ball doesn't quite drop to Eriksen either as well. I don't know, guys. I don't know where we go from here. Um, but yeah, look, there's still time in this one. It's ticking away. It's getting closer to the full-time whistle. This will be one of the poorest results of the year so far. This has been really, really poor. Varane with the ball now into Christian Eriksen. We're gonna try build up again, see what we can get going. Garnacho with the touch, finds it out wide as well. Decent move that there. Nice ball across the box. That was an opportunity. Almost dropped nicely there. Ball is going to come back to Bruno if he can keep it in play. Goes out for the throw in as well. To Manchester United, and we do retain possession. Eriksen with it. Got to get those balls into the box as well at some point. Eriksen goes for the switch. Nicely flicked down. Hojlund in the box, and he's gone down as well. And Chris Kavanagh again has waved play away. Hojlund went down. He's a big, big guy. I don't know. We need to see a replay on that. He did look exasperated with that decision. Casemiro feeds it through to Martial. Martial with the touch, with the shot, and it goes wide as well. Maybe we can get a replay as well on that Hojlund decision, because that for me was an interesting one. He was definitely wrestled to the ground. He I don't know what really. Hojlund had the ball clearly, and it looks like he was tripped there by Joachim Andersen. Probably nothing going to be given because it's Manchester United. And yeah, look, referees are thinking about it all week. They're not giving us these decisions for an obvious reason, and that's because they don't want to be criticised for giving us a decision. So they're just missing the obvious every single week. Donny van de Beek and Harry Maguire coming on for some reason. I don't know why Harry Maguire is coming on. why Hannibal isn't. Varane with the ball out to Delo. Guys, we got it. We need something in the last 10 minutes here. We seriously do. There'll be some added time, of course. But it's not looking pretty, guys. Nut ball's just gone out as well. Miscontrolled. Again, guys, just not good enough. And the frustration's boiling over. But these players need to use their heads because it's just not happening whatsoever. Looks like Varane is coming off for Maguire. Van de Beek coming on as well for some reason. Although I doubt he's going to offer us too much. Probably just going to get into the box and try win headers or something. I don't know. Victor Lindelof might be coming off for Donny van de Beek as well. I don't know who's going to be defending for us in this case, but needs must, I guess. Everybody who's an attacking player is coming on. I don't know, guys. We're looking at 7 or 8 minutes left here. We're gonna find out what, if anything, we can get out of this match. But it's just not been good enough again. And I think the best thing for us to do is genuinely, if we lose this match, and like even if we draw it, turn your phone off, enjoy your weekend. Like that's my message to you guys, because it's just gonna be another social media shitstorm, and another negative feeling. So like, enjoy your weekend as well, guys. Absolutely. Bruno with the ball into Ericsson. Now that's an opportunity, and that just is run behind for what should be a corner kick as well. We're losing, so that means we have to make defensive subs. If we make attacking subs, we're stupid as things. Yeah, it's I don't know. Like, I really don't know these subs. Like, that probably should have been a corner. I'm surprised it's not. But then again, it is Manchester United. I feel like the Palace defender could probably, um, I don't know. He could probably punch somebody, and it wouldn't be given. Um, because referees are scared to give United a decision because of the reactions that have come out against this Onana decision in the first match. We had a week's worth of coverage, and since then we haven't had one decision. Full stop. Every match, every call has gone against us with VAR and whatnot. It's such a frustration for fans, because clearly these decisions are wrong, and they're just being given because a referee wants to keep himself out of the limelight. And that for me is so annoying. I mean, we know what's happening. Like, we literally know that it's happening as well. Oh, guys, I don't know. Vera says, unfortunately, we're losing this. Credit to Palace. Yeah, I just don't know. It's like, if we got a goal, um, 10 minutes ago, we would probably be winning. Because the momentum probably would have just shifted. Palace with the ball in the corner. This is exactly where they want to be as well. Like, I mean, it's such a hard watch, guys. Like, it seriously is. Um, yeah, look, they're just going to try to keep the ball in the corner. That's their plan here. Ball goes across into the side netting as well. 4 minutes of added time somehow, despite Palace's time wasting as well. But we shouldn't expect anything different from Premier League refereeing. Maguire there with a block using his hand. Now, let's watch and see this be given as a penalty for Crystal Palace. Let's just sit and watch this, because we had a clear incident denied at the other end of the pitch, and let's just watch and see what happens here. I'm surprised they're not going to give it as a penalty to Palace. Yes, Amrabat takes the ball out from the resulting corner kick. Palace players again looking penalties. Hojlund with a good touch there manages to move forward. We now have Delo on the outside as well. Has to play to Delo. Does do. Delo needs to get his head up and cross the ball here. Cannot just do what he's been doing all match. Ball looping and across the goal line. Ball drops and it's down and just over the bar as well. Stefan, what went wrong after 20 minutes? I don't know, the man. Individual errors again costing this team. Referees stopping for something. Probably looking for a way to give a decision against us. Look, Garnacho got the shot off. And again, that's a handball. That is literally a handball, and it hasn't been given. That's literally the exact same decision that went against us for Christian Eriksen. You genuinely can't write it, guys. Look, United have been shit today, but fuck me. Premier League referees, absolutely abysmal. This is a fucking disgrace. Like, it seriously is. This is every single week with this fucking shit. And there'll be no accountability. There'll be no... there'll be nothing. That was a clear handball by the Palace defender. It literally hit his hand. Does it matter? Guys, I don't know. I seriously don't know. Like, we literally sat and watched that. It's gonna be another loss. It's 4 losses out of 7. Like, this is just so poor. No surprise United players are exasperated at the referee and decisions, but we make our own issues as well. Clearly, we're never going to get a penalty kick, so we shouldn't be relying on that either. Look, ball drops to Eriksen. Martial with the ball out wide. Amrabat. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Ball into the box. That was a poor one. And look, there's a minute left. There's 1 minute left. I don't know. Like, I seriously don't. Ball drops out to Casemiro on the right wing. And he's just swung. Who we got down here as well? Adam says, never handball in a million years. We're clutching at straws. It was so similar to the handball that went against Christian Eriksen as well, though that's what you got to be looking at. Hands were on his chest. Yeah, but we seen the penalty given for that against us last week against Bayern Munich. There's no consistency with it either. Like, what's a penalty against us is never a penalty for us either. I don't know. Yeah, look, we got 20 seconds left. It's just not good enough from this team. And look, guys, enjoy your weekend. Like go have a fun Saturday night. Well, we got 10 seconds here. This sharp shite is over as well. Full time 1-0 to Crystal Palace. I don't know, guys. It is just not it is just not good enough again. But what can we do? What can we do? Eriksen's hand was out. Eriksen's hand was on his chest. Like, it was literally here. Like, it wasn't off his body either. Like, that's such an annoyance. But it is what it is. It's a 4th defeat in 7 league matches for Manchester United this season. Things are not going well. And I don't know where we go from here. I seriously don't. I want to say that we pick ourselves up and we go again, but where's the evidence for that there one either? So frustrating as well. We literally played so good midweek, and we go out and play like that. But it's piss poor. It is piss poor. Hot Fuzz says sack everyone in the club. I don't know, man. I don't know. Ten Hag came out and said we're the better team, but we were shocking with no creativity, which is even more worrying. Even the Megastore staff says Hot Fuzz. I don't know, man. Like, we had chances. We didn't take them. We knew how to beat Palace from Tuesday. We didn't do that. Individual mistakes again. I'm kind of sick of the constant issues that we're seeing with Casemiro in midfield, and I'm singling him out because he's a better player than what he's playing at either. Like, he's a far better player. I mean, I could have a go at Rashford, but there's questions over his quality. We can have a go at Victor Lindelof, but we know he's not that good anyway. Casemiro last season was one of the best players in the entire league, but this season again, it's poor decision making from him. It's poor playing out. I just don't think he can play that role. I just don't think he is the guy who's going to sit in the midfield and be the progressor. Can he win a tackle? Yeah, but can he play the passes we need to move up the pitch? Probably not. I think we've got to look outside the box. I think we've got to move Casemiro up the pitch. Put him in a number 8 position. The guy's he's our top goal scorer this season. Put him slightly higher up. Put Amrabat in there. Probably get Reguilon back or something for the next match. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where we go from here. Again, it is so poor from Manchester United. We've played 9 matches this season and we've lost 5. It's just not good enough, and things are gonna have to change. And whether that's gonna be playing staff, whether that's gonna be management, whether that's gonna be board, I don't know. This club's going nowhere anytime soon, and it is such a regression on last year. It is such a disappointment once again. And honestly, this is about the 3rd or 4th watch along we've done this year where we feel this way at the end of the match. What's going to change? I don't know. The only thing I can tell you guys, and the only thing I think that makes any sort of sense as well, is for you guys to just go enjoy your weekend. It's a Saturday. It's 5 o'clock. If you guys want to hit up the pubs, go for it. If you guys want to go out and have a nice bit of dinner, whatever, just go do it. Like, let's not let football get us down as well. These players don't care enough, as well. You know, these players don't care. Most of those players probably don't care that they've lost that match. So why should we as fans feel let down and have our weekend ruined by a bunch of players who don't care? I mean, I'm gonna go enjoy my Saturday night. I'm probably gonna go make a nice dinner or something. Maybe I'll go have a steak and treat myself. That's probably gonna be my plan. But yeah, guys, go get some pints, go have some fun, go see your friends, go see your girlfriends, your wives, whatever you guys are up to. Have a very good Saturday. Don't let this shower shit get you down, because at the rate of going, it might be a long time until you're getting back up in that case. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for that there. I will send people towards Hot Fuzz, Hot Fuzz 44 down below in the comments. Channel member, really good guy as well, has his own channel, and he usually does match reviews as well. So make sure to join him if you guys need somewhere to vent your feelings, a little bit of therapy, have a little rant or two as well. Let's see. Hot Fuzz says, I can't enjoy my weekend. I've to bear the brunt of this crap. Oh man, it's one of those things. But yeah, look, guys, go check out Hot Fuzz as well. If you guys are new, please consider hitting the sub button. Hopefully gonna be live or have a video up tomorrow, so keep your eyes out for that one, guys. Look, have a good Saturday, have a good Sunday. At least City lost. I guess that's all we can say. Anyway, guys, thanks so much, and I will see you guys in the next one.